So after learning that what is elasticity is 0, what is elasticity is 1, elasticity is infinite, elasticity is less than 1 greater than 1, these are the interpretations of the numerical values that we get, right? And before this, we've learned what is price elasticity, right? So what is price elasticity? Price elasticity of demand expresses the response of quantity demanded of a good to a change in its price. The response of quantity demanded of a good. Why is this response? To a change in its price. So when you change its price, how is its quantity demanded responding? This is known as price elasticity. Given the consumer's income, his tastes and preferences, and all the goods are constant. That means they want us to assume that all the other influences are constant. All the other variables are constant, right? It is measured as the quantity demanded by the percentage change in price, other things remaining equal. Now we're talking about something called income elasticity. Income elasticity of demand is the degree of responsiveness of quantity demanded for good to a change in the income of consumers, right? So while talking about the income elasticity of demand, for a change in the income of the consumers, how is the quantity demanded of a particular good responding? So that's how you definitely express income elasticity of demand. Right, the same way percentage change in demand by percentage change in income. There is a useful relationship between income elasticity for a good and the proportion of income spent on it. What is it telling us? There is a relationship between the income elasticity for a good and the proportion of income spent on it. The relationship between the two is described. Just a moment. So what are we talking about? Between some things, right? So what are those two things that we are referring? This is income elasticity of demand and the proportion of income spent on it. What do you mean by proportion of income spent on it? If my salary is 10,000 rupees and I am spending 5,000 rupees on my fuel. Okay, the fuel charges every month. Now, how much is the proportion of income that I spent on the fuel? My salary is 10,000 rupees, right? And I spent rupees 5,000 on what? On fuel. So I am asking how much is the proportion? How much is the proportion of my income spent on fuel? How much is the proportion of income spent on the fuel? I want the answer. How do you find out how much is the proportion that I spent out? Proportion is also percentage too. Proportions could be in fractions or in percentage. You want to tell how much of the thing is used, right? So how much of my income is spent on fuel is what am I asking? Or is what this second thing, that is proportion of income spent on it, tells us. What is this thing? I've spent rupees 5,000 on out of 10,000, right? So 5,000 divided by 10,000 into 100 will give me the percentage. And how much is the percentage? How much is the percentage? 50%. Right. And if I want it in the fractions, how much is it? 5 by 10 is half of it. Isn't it? So how much portion of income is spent on fuel in this example? How much portion of income is spent on this example? How much?
50%.
50%, right? So this is what he wants us to compare. What is the income elasticity of that product? Here, that product is fuel. Clear? This product, take the fuel, take its income elasticity, and take the proportion of income that is spent on that product, on fuel. Now let's do something else. So he's telling that the first thing, there's a useful relationship between items, the income elasticity of that product and the proportion of income spent on that product. Clear, all of you? Clear. Now what is this guy saying? The relationship between two is described in the following three propositions. First thing, if the proportion of income spent on good remains the same. The proportion of income spent on good remains the same as income increases. How much is my income here? 10,000. And how much is my proportion in the first place? How much is my proportion in the first place?
50%.
50%. So what is the first point telling? This proportion remains same if my income is increasing. So what is my income? What if my income increases to 20,000? How much will be the amount that I spent on fuel then? How much will be the amount of fuel if my income increased to 20,000 and the proportion is how much? The proportion is the same. How much rupees did I invest or spend on petrol after my income increased to 20,000? How much?
10,000.
10,000. How did you get that, Bhavani? If my income is 20,000 and I already know that 50% of my income is going to be consumed by fuel, right? Because that's what the proportion tells. So 50% of 20,000 is how much? 10,000. This is what he means. If the proportion of income spent on the goods remains the same as income increases, then income elasticity for the good is equal to 1. See, new concept here. If as your income is increasing, your spending is also increasing in the same proportion. Before also, how much ever income you get, if you're spending the same proportion, then income elasticity for that product is said to be what?
1.
Said to be 1. The price elasticity, when it is said to be 1? In price elasticity, when it is said to be 1?
When the proportion of income spent on a good remains the same
In price
as
elasticity.
income increases.
In price elasticity. In price elasticity now, when will be the elasticity of a product be 1? Guys.
When it is unitary elasticity.
Ha Baba, how do you express that in percentages, or how do you express that in a formula? Like, how do you express that? How do you describe that in words?
And the change of quantity demand and a change of the prices is equal.
Is it the change only? 5 rupees and
Percentage of change.
Exactly. Because when you refer to change, right, quantity is changing in units and price is changing in rupees. Can you ever relate them on units and rupees? No, right? That's why we're converting them into percentages changes, so that we get a clarity. How much percentage of units changed, demanded change, and how much percentage in the price changed. Here, how much the income change, and what is the other thing that you have to check? The proportion of income spent. So what are the two things? How much is the income changing and how much is the proportion of income changing? To find out what? The income elasticity for that good. So what are we talking about? If the proportion of income spent on a good increases as income increases, as income is increasing, the proportion is also increasing. Then the income elasticity for the good is greater than 1. What are we talking about? Income elasticity for good being Greater than 1. When will the income elasticity of a good be greater than 1? You just have to again take the two things. When the proportion is increasing with increase in, the proportion is increasing with increase in income. How much is there? What is the elasticity?
Greater than 1.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Greater than 1. And what if when proportion is same with the increase in income? What is that called?
Equal to 1.
Exactly, done. And what could be the other thing? If the proportion income spent on a good decreases as income arises. Right? When the proportion of income spent on that good decreases when income rises. Then we say that, what do we say?
Less than 1.
Yes.
The income elasticity for that product got this thing? Got this thing, guys?
Yes, sir.
Now can you tell me the examples with these numbers that we already have? So our initial okay, our initial proportion was how much? 50%. Just yeah, yes. So what was the? Do we have anything else? Yeah. Can you guys just tell it me back? What are the two things that we have to compare to find out the income elasticity? The two things that we have to compare, that we have to find out the income elasticity. What is the first thing? Two things that you have to compare to find out income elasticity. Guys, what are the two things that you will have to know to find out the income elasticity of a demand for a product?
Income.
Income and,
Proportion.
sorry,
Proportion. Proportion of income that is spent on both.
proportion of income that is spent and the income or the change in income.
Yes, sir.
It's not just the income, it is the change in income, right? Exactly. So the two things that you have to compare when to find out the income elasticity of the product is how much is the change in income and how much is the change in the proportion of income spent on that product. So with the income increasing, so if your income is increasing and your proportion is same, what is this thing? Income increasing and proportion the same. What is this? Income increasing, proportion the same. Income 10,000 and proportion 50%. Now this is the previous thing, right? And for fuel, right? Now income increasing to 20,000 and proportion remaining the same. So what will be the now money income spent? Income spent is going to be, guys,
10 pieces.
right? Next, income increased from 10,000 to 20,000 only. 20,000 and the proportion became what is this? How much is first thing? First question. What is the income spent? And the second question is what is the income elasticity of the product? Yeah, you guys can take your time and answer me this thing. I'm willing to take the answers, guys. What is the income spent? Guys, what is the income spent in the second case? How much is the income spent if the proportion became 40%? Guys, I want know if you don't know. Please give me no's. Or are you guys? This is going to be hard if you don't speak out and let me
8,000,
know.
sir. 8,000.
Yeah. How did you get 8,000, Nida?
20K into 20K into 40 divided by 100.
So if the proportion is 40%, right? And how much is my income now? How much is my income?
Income spend is 8,000.
Income is 20,000, no?
Income spend
Yeah.
is 8,000. Income is 20,000.
Yes. Now this is the income spent. Now, can you tell me what is the elasticity of it? What is the elasticity of this product? Income elasticity of this product. What happened?
Less than 1.
How did you say that it is less than 1? What are the two things that you have to compare? Income change and proportion change.
Proportion change.
Yes. So what happened? Income increased. What happened to the proportion?
Proportion is decreasing.
Proportion. That's why you said it is less than 1, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So the income elasticity of this product is less than 1 because as the income increased, the proportion spent on the product decreased. Here, guys.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, just okay. Income elasticity of a good reveals. Check this out. See, income elasticity again is the same thing here. Percentage change in demand by the percentage change in income. But what is this formula that we did? We saw these things, no? Income, the proportion of income spent is more, the proportion of income spent became less, the proportion of income spent is equal. What is that? What is this concept and what is this concept? What is percentage change in demand by percentage change in income, and what is how much is how much is the income change and how much is the proportion change? I'll tell you, wait. You'll find it, don't worry. See, income elasticity of a good reveals a few very important features of demand for the goods in the question. What is it telling? The income elasticity of demand reveals a very few important features of the good, it seems. Very few important features of demand for that good. What is it saying? That if income elasticity is zero, right? Income elasticity is zero means what? Income elasticity is zero means this thing here. The percentage of demand is zero. The percentage change in demand is zero by the percentage change in income. How much ever is the percentage change in income, the percentage change is not. It's not happening. That's when you get zero by some number, right? 0 by 30%, 0 by 40%, 0 by 80%, right? So 0 by 80% being zero. Percentage change in demand is 0%, by percentage change in income is 10%, right? So the answer is 0 here. But what that has to do with this thing? See, if the income elasticity is 0, it signifies that the demand for the good is quite unresponsive to changes in income, right? The demand for that good is quite unresponsive to change in income because some percent of income changed, right? Percentage change income is 10%, but the percentage change in the quantity demanded for that good is, isn't this what elasticity being zero? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. When income elasticity is greater than zero or positive, when will it be greater than zero? When will a fraction be greater than zero or a positive? See, 1 by 2 is positive or not? 1 by 2 is positive or not? 2 by 1 is positive or not? Right? So it should be greater than zero in the sense. See, when elasticity of income is greater than zero and positive, then an increase in income leads to an increase in demand for the goods. This happens in case of the most of the goods, and such goods are called normal goods. What are normal goods? For normal goods, income elasticity is positive. Whenever there is an increase in income and there is an increase in the demand for that goods, right? For whatever goods these are happening, those goods are called as what goods? Normal goods. What is happening? He's telling now. See, he's just telling, bro, there is a percentage change in income, definitely, but there is also some change in demand. It may not be 10%, it may not be less than 10%, or it may not be more than 10%. It's some percent, but it is more than zero. Even if it is 1%, right? So what does he wants to tell? For a percentage change in income, that means for an increase in income, there is an increase in the demand. Yes or no? Yes or no? For an increase in income, there is an increase in demand. Like if your income
Yes,
increases,
sir.
you'll buy more of clothes, no? Initially you used to buy only 2 clothes for the whole year. Now you're buying 3 clothes for the whole year. If the income increases, now you'll buy 4 clothes, right? So if anything has a demand behavior like this, as the income increases, the demand for that product increases. Those goods are called what goods? Normal goods.
Normal good.
Normal goods. As income increases, their demand is also increasing. Normal goods. TVs, mobile phones. Your income increases, the demand is increasing, no? Right? So irrespective of the name of the good, if any good has this kind of behavior, as the income increasing, the demand is increasing, then it is called a normal good. Right? Now, for all normal goods, the income elasticity is positive. Positive. That means there is a change or there's an increase. Right? Now, goods having negative income elasticity are known as inferior goods, and their demand falls as income increases. What is it telling, da? Da? Goods having negative income, goods having positive income, positive elasticity is normal goods, and goods having negative income elasticity is, what are these goods called?
Inferior goods.
Exactly. So what are these inferior goods? Their demand falls as income increases. Now what I want to tell you. So there are two kinds of goods, right? First thing is normal goods. What are normal goods, sir? The demand for these goods. What happens to the demand for these goods?
Increases as income increases. Income of a consumer
Exactly.
increases.
Increases as the income of the consumer,
Increases.
right? Example, clothes.
Yes.
We'll buy more clothes when you have more, like the more and more money you get, will you buy less and less clothes? Will
No.
we want so many clothes, no? Clothes, shoes, right? So we want more and more. And what is the other thing, the
Inferior goods.
inferior goods? What are inferior goods?
The demand for the goods
False.
decreases as income of the consumer decreases.
Right, Bhavani and Mamta. The demand for these goods increases, is it?
Demand false, sir.
Yeah, the demand for the good decreases as the income of the
Yes.
consumer increases. Can you think of an example that works like this?
Low quality goods.
Exactly, darling. Low quality goods. If my watchman would be buying, assume 20 rupees per kg rice, right? Suddenly I doubled his salary. Now will he still buy the 20 kgs rice, or will he come to a better quality rice? He'll come to
He'll go
better
to better
quality,
goods.
right? So all the low quality goods will have what kind of elasticity?
Negative.
Exactly, right? They have, these goods have negative negative income elasticity, no? That means if income of the people is increasing, then the demand for these goods are decreasing. And what kind of elasticity does normal goods have?
Positive elasticity.
Exactly. Huh? Positive elasticity.
Income elasticity.
Yeah,
Positive income.
positive income elasticity. Nice, nice, Mitchell. Nice. Right, that's what we've learned right now. Now, what else did we learn? Okay, normal goods. Where are normal goods and normal goods? Yeah. called normal goods. Let me just mark this thing so that next time when we go through these things, and then what we have, inferior goods. Right, and the demand falls as income increases, and the reason is that when income increases, consumer choose to consume superior substitutes. Right, what are they saying? And my income is increasing, I'll buy more of better quality goods, superior goods. Right. Now, another significant value of income elasticity is that of unity. Unity or units, I don't know. Let's see. Unity only. When income elasticity of demand is equal to 1, when will be the income elasticity of demand be equal to 1? In the regular formula. In the regular formula, when will be the income elasticity of demand be equal to 1? When will be the income elasticity of demand be equal to 1? Percentage change in the
Demand by percentage of the income will be.
Exactly, by percentage change in the. Very important, just don't forget this thing. Percentage change is the delta. Okay, percentage change in the demand by percentage change in the income is equal to what? Income elasticity of 0 is, or here what is it? Yeah, it is equal to 1. No, that means, what does that mean? This is equal to this. If this is 10%, how much is this?
10%.
10%. If this is 20%, how much is this? 20% only, no? So that's what he wants to tell us. What does he want to tell us? When income elasticity of a demand is equal to 1, the proportion of income spent, see, the proportion of income spent on the good remains same as the consumer increases. This represents a useful dividing line. If the income elasticity of good is greater than 1, it shows that the good bulks larger in consumer expenditures as he richer. Such goods are called luxury goods. And on the other hand, if the income elasticity is less than 1, then it shows that the good is either relatively less important in the consumer's eye or is a necessity. Yeah. Just a moment. Equal to 1, greater than 1, and hey, did you guys remember we learned some sort of the same thing here? There is a useful relationship between income elasticity of a good and the proportion of income spent on it. That means first you find out how much is income elasticity using this formula, and then compare this and the proportion of income spent. What am I saying? First, find out the income elasticity using this formula. You'll get an income elasticity, right? 0, less than 1, 1, more than 1, and infinite, right? You might get some number according to this. So first find out the income elasticity of demand and then compare it with the proportion of income spent. We've just learned what was the proportion of income concept, right? If my income is 10,000, how much proportion am I spending on the fuel? If it is 5,000, it is 50%. So 50% is the proportion, or half is the proportion that I am spending on the fuel, right? So now he's telling what did that mean? This meant that when the income elasticity of demand is equal to, when you do the formula and you get the answer as 1, it means that the proportion of income spent on the good remains same. Now you understood what is this thing? When the formula ka answer is 1, then the proportion of income spent will remain same. Clear? And when the formula ka answer is greater than 1, what did he say? Then the consumer expenditure, it shows that the good bulks larger. The good bulks larger in consumers' expenditure as he becomes richer. See, what he meant to tell here is goods bulk larger in consumers' expenditure. That means, what does that mean? See, if the income elasticity of demand is equal to 1, you've seen an example, the proportion has stayed 50% here. Goods remains the same, no? The proportion of income spent, remains same, then the income elasticity is equal to 1. Or when the answer is 1, then it means that the proportion of income spent has not changed. Clear? When the answer is greater than 1, right? When the answer is greater than, yeah, when the answer is greater than 1, what does it mean when you do the formula and you find out the answer is greater than 1? What could be greater than 1? 1.12, 99, 100, 1000, 2000, infinite, less than infinite, right? So if you do that formula and you get a value that is greater than 1, what does that mean? What did it mean here? You guys remember what did it mean in the previous thing? If the proportion of income spent on a good increases as income increase, then the income elasticity for the good is greater than. Then what is happening? If the income elasticity of a good is greater than 1, that means that the proportion you spent on that good from 50% has increased to more than 50%. Then the formula answer is more than 1. That means the proportion you spend also increases, right? An example he gave is for luxury goods, right? So luxury goods, as more and more income you increase, more and more of that luxury goods you want. Assume your sneakers, shoes, right? So when your salary is 10,000 per month, you would buy, say, assume 1 shoe for your birthday. When your salary has become 30,000, you would not mind buying another shoe, right? For no reason. If your salary has become 1 lakh, right, you'll buy a shoe every month. How much is a shoe? 3,000 to 10,000 rupees, right? If your salary has become 5 lakhs per month, would you mind at all buying a shoe every month at all, or even better shoes, right? So as your salary is increasing, the proportion of income spent in the previous thing, in the whole year you bought only 1 shoe. As your income increases, that became 2 shoes per year, that became 3 shoes per year, that became 1 shoe per month when the salary is 5 lakhs or 3 lakhs, right? So as the income increases, and if the answer is 1, if the income elasticity of the good is greater than 1, that means as in the income increases, you will spend more of your income towards this thing. Clear, guys?
So
If the income elasticity is greater than 1, that means the proportion of income spent also will increase, right? And if the income elasticity is less than 1, the proportion of income spent will decrease. So what are we talking about here? Now he wants to tell us now that, yeah, if the income elasticity of a good is equal to 1, that means after doing the formula, percentage change in, and what is the income elasticity formula?
percentage
Yeah, percentage change in
demand
demand by,
divided the percentage change in the income.
lovely, right? So after doing this formula, if you get the answer as 1, no, after doing the after doing this formula, if you get the answer as 1, What does it mean? The proportion you are going to spend. Every month you are spending 50%. Now also you will spend 50% only. You get that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, so
We're talking about relation between income elasticity and proportion of income spent. Right? In this, if the income elasticity of the good is 1, then what is it telling? The proportion of income spent on it
remains same.
exactly. Then the proportion remains the same. Clear? Next, if the income elasticity is greater than 1, then what happens?
Proportion of income spent increases.
Are you sure?
As income increase.
Exactly. So if the income elasticity, the formula is saying that it is a number more than 1, what is it telling? As the income increases, then the proportion of income spent also will increase. Right or wrong?
Yes,
Right or wrong, guys? Yeah. And yeah, if what is the third case? If the income elasticity is less than 1, that means 0.99, 0.1 to 0.99 only, no? After that it is 1 and below that it is 0, right? If the income elasticity is less than 1, then what is it?
proportion of income spent will decrease as income increases.
Spend will decrease. Right or wrong? And did he give the example of this thing? You remember?
Luxury goods.
Exactly, da. Luxury goods with luxury goods, this thing only will happen. Right? And what about these things? Necessities. Right? Just because you're earning, you were earning, assume you were earning 10,000 per month, okay, and you bought one salt packet for family. How much is salt packet done? 100 rupees. Like crazy. I'll just give you the whole example. I am, guys, carefully look at this. My income per month is how much? 10,000. I buy one salt packet of rupees 100 every month. Can you tell me what is the proportion of income I spend? What is the proportion of income spent? What is the proportion of income spent? I'm listening, guys.
1%, sir.
1% is it? 100 by 10,000?
Yes, sir.
Are you confident or not? You don't sound confident. That's why I'm asking you. 100 by 10,000 is 1% only?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure? If you say so. 1%. Right? Now,
Sir,
yeah,
100
0.0.
0.01.
1.
0.
Sir, 100 divided by 10,000 into 100 will come, no, sir.
Yeah.
Then it
Then
is
1, sir.
1%, sir.
Yeah, 0.01 means what? 0.01 into 100 is how much percentage?
1.
1%. Very good, Mamta. Mamta or Bhavani was it? Who gave that 1% first? Mamta or Bhavani?
Bhavani, sir.
Bhavani. Great, Bhavani. Now tell me, my salary increased to rupees 25,000 per month. I would want to know, would you still buy one packet of salt or buy 2 packets of salt? Or 2 or more? My question is this. Now what happened? My salary increased to 25,000 from 10,000. Would you still buy one packet of salt or you would buy more salt now?
More salt.
Okay.
More.
Okay. More salt. Now my income increased to rupees 1 lakh. Okay. Now what happens? Would you buy, say 2? Would you buy 2 or more? How much would you buy?
More, sir.
Okay. Say, tell me a number. Here, how much is it? 2 packets. Let's assume we'll buy 2 packets now. See, these packets are per month. I buy one salt packet for rupees 100 every month. No. Now you are saying that you will buy 2 packets per month. Now, when my income increases to 1 lakh, how much would you buy? Tell me a number. How many salt packets would you buy per month?
5.
5 per month. Now my income increased to rupees 5 lakhs per month. Now, how many salt packets would you buy?
Sir, I'll buy good quality, some more good quality of product of salt.
You buy good quality of rice. Okay, cool. Assume this is good quality only. The 100 rupees is only the best quality that you can get. Now, how many packets will you buy?
10 or more, sir.
Number? Can you tell me the number?
10, sir.
10 per month. So you know what I understood by these examples? None of you cook at all, right? No one knows how much salt is going into the food.
I'll cook, sir.
Who, Bhavani, you cook, isn't? Nice.
Sometimes, sir.
Sometimes.
I'll help my mother, sir. I
You'll help
don't
my
know.
mother. Everyone are in
I don't know to.
house only, no?
Yeah, sir.
Just call your moms right now.
Sir, sir, one thing per month, 10. Why should we want 10 packets? Why they'll buy, sir?
I don't know.
10
You
packets
guys
of
only
salt.
said no. 10 packets I'll
I
buy,
didn't
sir,
say
per salt per month. Again, next month 10 packets I'll buy, sir. Again, that next month 10 packets I'll buy, sir. That's what you were telling, no?
per month 2 packets are enough, so I think. Otherwise, they'll go for some other product to buy.
Yeah. So Nida and Mamta, you don't use more of salt just because your income is increasing. Right? Go ask your mom how much will be 100 rupees 1 kg salt packet. How 100 rupees salt packet is 1 kg salt, dude. How much time will 1 kg salt will run in your house? Just go ask right now. Ask how much time will 1 kg 1 kg salt run in the house? Like for 1 month, 1 week, 2 weeks. Go ask right now and come back. Fast, tell me the numbers. How many days will this, or how many days or weeks or months will 1 kg packet of salt will run in the house? Fast, we have another calculation to do after that. It's okay, it's okay.
1 month.
Sorry?
1 month, sir.
1 kg will come for 1 month?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what would you do 10 kgs of salt every month buying down? Are you gonna sell it? Yeah, only if you are selling you should buy more and more. Chalo. So what does that mean? Assume 1 kg will be used for 1 month only, no? Just because you're earning more income, you'll not put more salt into your food, right? Yes or no? Right now you're absolutely eating fine only. You're like the food is tasty only, right? You put salt for taste only. First thing, you put salt in the food for taste. Now you're eating fine only, right? Now that your income is increasing, would adding more salt increase your taste?
No, sir.
No.
Mostly.
So what do we have to find out? Here in this place, how much is the proportion spent on income? How much is the spent on income? How much is the proportion spent on income? In the first place, where I'm buying 1 month, yeah, I'm sorry. In the first place, where 10,000 is my income and 1 salt packet I'm buying per month. 10,000 per month, 1 packet per month. How much is the proportion of income spent on the salt? 1%. We've already found it out. Yeah, at 10k per month with 1 packet. Right? How much is it? 1%. Now, in the second case, what happens here? So, would you still buy 1 packet or 2 packets here? Would you buy 1 packet or 2 packets here? In the second month, when your salary increased to 25,000, how many packets of salt would you buy now?
1 packet.
1 only, no? Right? Now, how much is the income spent? How much is the proportion of income? In the second case.
0.004.
Just a moment. This is the second case. This is the third case. This is the fourth case. Yeah. How much is it? Rupees 100 by rupees 25,000. And how much is it? 0.
0.004, sir.
0.004, is it? Percentage only? Into 100 did you do?
0.4.
0.4 sir, into 100 means.
0.4 percentage is what is your proportion now. So from 1%, what happened to your proportion?
Decreased.
Yeah. And when the income is increasing, the proportion is decreasing. What type of elasticity is it? Negative elasticity.
Negative.
Yeah, negative income elasticity. Now what happens is third case.
0.1.
How much? Just a moment. Yeah. How much, Don? Someone was telling. You still buy one packet or 5 packets?
One
2
packet.
or more packets now.
1 packet.
Yeah. Rupees 100 divided by rupees 1 lakh. Wow. How much is it? How much percentage is it?
0.1.
0.1.
0.1 percentage. So as your income is increasing, the proportion you spend on the salt is even more decreasing. That means salt has negative income elasticity. And what did he want to tell? All the goods that have negative income elasticity are called inferior goods. Right? They are necessities. This is what salt is a necessity, no? Even be your salary be 10,000 or 1 lakh, you'll buy only 1 packet of salt. Even your salary be 10 crores or 1 lakh, you'll buy 5 kgs of rice only. No, assume you're consuming 5 kgs of rice. Your potta or your stomach will require only 5 for the whole family. Per month, 5 kgs of rice is enough. Even you earn 10,000 or 1 lakh or 1 crore, will your stomach accept more than 5 kgs of rice per month if you're earning 1 crore? No, right? How much ever money you earn, your demand for the rice or your capacity for the rice will stay only at 5 kgs of rice per month. So these are all necessities that won't change irrespective of my income, right? So these necessities will always have negative income elasticity. Clear? But if it was the same in luxury goods, no? Here you were buying one t-shirt per month, assume. Here you will buy 2 t-shirts per month. Here you will buy 3 or more t-shirts per month. Here you will buy 10 t-shirts per month. Right? Every t-shirt. So now the money that you are spending or the proportion of money that you are spending for every t-shirt per month keeps on increasing. Then it will have a positive elasticity. Right? So what did we learn here? Negative elasticity and positive elasticity, right? Therefore, what is it? What do we? If the product, if the proportion of income spent, what is happening here in this salt case? Decreases as income increases, then that good has negative income elasticity and is considered as necessity. Right or wrong? Right? And what is the second point? If the proportion of income spent increases, the proportion of income spent increases as income increases, then slow down.
That good has a positive income.
Yeah, that good has a positive income elasticity and is considered as
luxury goods.
Luxury goods. Right? Is there anything else? If the proportion of income spent remains the same, what was he telling? The proportion of income spent on the good remains same as the consumer increases. This represents useful dividing line. Yeah, but whatever. Yeah, when income elasticity of demand is equal to 1, then the proportion of income spent on the goods remains the same as the consumer income increases. Can there be any example for this? I'll give you an example. I'll let you wait. When I was earning 3,000 rupees a month, I used to spend 1,500 rupees a month. Right? When I was earning 3,000 rupees a month, I used to spend all the 1,500, and 1,500 goes into the expenses, right? Like traveling expenses and all that stuff. When I was earning 10,000 rupees a month, the other 1,500 on like this, like just go out, have food, go out with friends and all of that stuff. When I was earning 5,000 a month, then I used to spend 2,500 rupees. When I was earning 10,000 a month, I used to spend 5,000 rupees. On what? Only on miscellaneous expenditure. When I started earning 25,000 a month, I spent not less than 15,000 a month. Right now, every month my credit card bill is not less than 15, like not less than 10,000 and not more than 15,000. Right? I am the same person. I am living in the same house. Everything is there. But as my income increases, my proportion of income spent on miscellaneous expenditures has remained the same. The proportion on miscellaneous expenditures. Right? So miscellaneous ఖర్చులు అంటాం చూడు, పెరిగే కొద్ది ఖర్చులు అలానే పెరుగుతుంటాయి. That means as your income increases, your expenses also will increase like that. So that means your proportion is not changing. Right? When it was 3,000, you spent 1,500. When it was 10,000, you spent 5,000. Right? That means your proportion of income spent on miscellaneous expenditures is not changing. Clear? Clear or not? You got an example or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, nice. So what did we learn? We learned what is a normal good. Okay. Can I underline this? Can I underline these things? We learned what is normal goods. Okay, let me just blank out. We learned what is normal goods. We learned what is inferior goods. We learned what is positive income elasticity. We learned what is negative income elasticity. We learned the relation between income elasticity and proportion of income spent. Right? That's where it is equal to 1, more than 1, and less than 1. And we've learned what is income elasticity as well. Right? In the next thing, what did we learn? Yeah, these things. Clear, Macha? Machis, all of you are clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sure. Now let us learn something. Oh yeah, can you guys do the sums now? Just a moment. Yeah. This is the question. Yep. Nida, you do the first thing. Bhavani, you do the second thing. Who else is there? Mamta, you do the third thing. Is Nandini here? Hey Nandini, you're here. You do the fourth thing. You understood, Nandini? I didn't know that you were here all the time. Nandini, did you understand? Nice, Nandini. And fifth thing, I'll tell lucky slot. Whoever comes, yeah. So, yeah, start doing, guys. I want the answers for these things. The income of the household rises by 10%, the demand rises by 15%. So what I want the income elasticity, and also you don't know the proportion of income spent here, right? So you just find out the income elasticity. First, for all of these, find out the income elasticity. Hey, what is it taking the time down?
This one is 0.5.
You're telling me the first answer, Nida?
Yeah,
Yes. Tell me.
0.5. Sir.
What is 0.5? 0.5
Elasticity.
income elasticity, right? And is it more than 1, less than 1, equal to 1?
Less than 1.
And what does that mean?
Negative.
Right. You cleared that? You got that?
Yes.
Yeah. So it has negative income
Income
elasticity as it is less than 1.
1.
Lovely, Nida. Lovely. Yeah. Yeah. What's the next one?
The next one is
Negative income elasticity, it is wheat. You see this thing? Wheat is a necessity only, no? Right or wrong? Wheat is a necessary product. Just because your income became 1 crore, will you eat 100 kgs of wheat? Right? Match the principle. Necessity, wheat, negative income elasticity. Necessities will always have negative income elasticity. Yeah, the next one, Nida. Who's the next one?
me, sir.
Bhavani, Solida Bhavani.
2, sir. Answer this. Income elasticity is 3.
The income elasticity of, yeah, is the income elasticity, and what is the thing? What? Yeah,
And this is positive.
it has a positive
income elasticity.
which means this is a
Luxury good.
exactly. Yes or no? TV is a luxurious good or not?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, just a moment. Are you able to see these things? The things that I'm writing?
No, sir.
Yeah. Now is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. It has positive income elasticity because it is more than 1. And here, what was it? Wheat. Wheat का spelling क्या है? Wheat is a necessity. Necessity. So, yeah. What's up with this? TV is just a moment now. Yeah. Sorry.
0.4, sir.
Yeah, sorry. Mamta, sorry, tell. 0.4
4.
is the income elasticity. And what kind of elasticity is it?
Negative income elasticity.
It has a negative income elasticity. Then it is what? Bajra. See, again, Bajra is a necessity only. Right or wrong? Guys, right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And what was the fourth one? One, is it? One is the income elasticity, and what kind of good is it?
The proportional remains the same.
Yeah, when does the proportion remain same? Did he give any name for that? Are. Yeah, let us see if did he give any name for that. Can you see this thing? The notes now. Did you come to the notes? Or you're still in the whiteboard?
It's still in the whiteboard, sir.
No, I'm sorry. Can you see this thing?
Yeah, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. Now what is it telling now? Yeah. Here he said income elasticity is 0 when income elasticity is greater than 1 or positive, and this is equal to 1. That means he did not give any name for this, but what he just said, when the proportion of income spent on goods remains the same as consumers' income increase, or he says that when the income elasticity is 1, the proportion of income spent on good remains same. Clear? That's what he wants to tell us. When the income elasticity of demand is equal to 1, the proportion of goods remains same as what? Oh, 1 is income elasticity and the proportion remains here. In negative elasticity, what happens with the proportion? It decreases. And in positive elasticity, what happens with the proportion?
Increases.
Lovely, guys. Lovely, lovely. And let us all together do the fifth one. The household of an income rises by 5% and the demand for the buttons does not change at all. What is the income elasticity of this thing? Can you tell me fast? What is the income elasticity for buttons?
0.
0 is the income elasticity. Sorry, elasticity for buttons. Why would someone go and buy buttons if someone's income is increasing? You see this thing? So we could relate to so many things like that. If my income is increasing, the income elasticity for like anything like button, or and the income elasticity for notebooks. Assume I'm not a student anymore, or I would not do classing anymore, right? So the income elasticity for notebook could be 0 if my income increases, because what could be the reason I would buy notebooks? Or notebooks I can still buy, man, because something. Assume the income elasticity for some random thing that we don't use at all. Scissors. Right? Just because my income is increasing, will the demand for scissors be increasing? Only if I have the need for scissors, I would still go and buy that. Right? So here 0 is income elasticity for buttons, and what do we have to tell this? And anything that we can tell up with regards to this? Is there anything that we can tell with regards to this? No, that's it. More than enough. Clear, guys? Clear with the concept of income elasticity and concept of positive elasticity and negative elasticity? The two things. First thing is income elasticity, and the other thing is positive income elasticity and negative income elasticity. 3 things in total. Clear? So let's write down the takeaways. 3 important takeaways from income elasticity. What is the first thing? concept of income elasticity, which is change in the income demanded by the change in the demand by percentage change in the demand by percentage change in income, right? The second thing is positive income elasticity, and the third thing is negative elasticity, right? So when we come to the concepts of positive and negative income elasticity, we take this concept of proportion of income spent, no? Or we could derive the concept of proportion of income. Yes, Bhavani, you raised a hand. Bhavani,
Sorry, sir.
you were just testing the features itself and they're working properly, is it? Yeah. So guys,
Sorry, sir.
no, don't sorry, don't sorry. It's all cool. Yeah. So understood the income elasticity as a concept. The main things that we have in foundational basis is only price elasticity and income elasticity. And in income elasticity also, it's important to know because there's something called positive income elasticity and negative income elasticity. In price elasticity, we did not have anything like these, right? Positive price elasticity and negative price elasticity. Did we have anything like this in price elasticity of demand? Did we have anything like this? After having found out the income elasticity? No, right? There we had, what were the names? Elastic, inelastic, perfectly elastic, perfectly. Here also it is the same thing. This is elastic, this is inelastic, right? This is inelastic, this is elastic, this is inelastic, this is unitary, and this is zero. This is perfectly inelastic, if I'm not wrong. Am I wrong?
No, sir.
When the answer is less than 1, what is it? In price elasticity. When the answer is less than 1, what type of elasticity is it? When the answer is less than 1. When the answer is less than 1, what type of elasticity is it?
Inelastic.
Lovely. When the answer is 2,
Elastic.
what the answer is 0.4? When the answer is 0.4, yeah, when the answer is 1,
Unitary elastic.
and when the answer is 0,
Perfectly inelastic.
Perfectly inelastic.
lovely. Okay. So this is the income elasticity concept, and let's see if we have anything else. See, check this out. There's something called advertisement elasticity. See, the advertising elasticity of demand measures the percentage change in demand, okay, that occurs, the percentage change in demand that occurs given 1% change in the advertising expenditure. So saying, what is this meaning? The percentage, there's a change in demand, yes. There is a change in demand of 10%, but that change is not due to price, not due to change in income, and not due to any other thing. So we'll see what happened. So the price, when it is not due to price, the price elasticity of demand is 0 only, no? Right? Because this demand has not changed due to, no, the demand has not changed to the, okay. There's a change in price and there is no change in price. Sorry. I'm really sorry. There's a change in demand of 10% and there is no change in price, but still there is a change in demand. So the price elasticity of this demand is equal to, what is the price elasticity of this demand? Infinite, no? 10 by 0. Anything by 0 is infinite. That means this is perfectly elastic. Right? Without even changing the price, there is no change in the price, but there is change in the demand. That means this demand change is not due to the change in the price. That's what he wants to tell. This demand change is not due to the price change, or this demand is not due to the income change, but this demand is due to the change in the spending in advertising. Yes, this year we've spent 10 crore rupees on advertising. right? And the increased demand is due to the advertisement elasticity. Clear, all of you? It measures the effectiveness of the advertisement campaign. When we are paying 10 crores of rupees to the advertisement ad agency, we'll see, no, duh, I spent you 10 crore rupees, I gave you 10 crore rupees, and how much is the change in the demand? 5%, right? So that's how you'll see how much is the effectiveness of that advertisement campaign in bringing about new sales. Advertisement elasticity demand is typically positive. When you say the demand is typically positive or elasticity is positive, it means that the higher the value of advertising elasticity, greater will be the responsiveness to the change in the demand. That means if you spend 1 rupee, there will always be a higher demand. That means positive elasticity is more than 1, no? Positive elasticity, when will you say positive elasticity? When the elasticity is more than 1.
More than 1.
That means when you spend 10% more on advertising, your demand will be 20%. If you spend 20%, it will be more than 20%. That's what he wants to tell. Positive elasticity means, right? So advertisement elasticity of demand is typically positive itself. That means you spend 1 rupee also, the effect on the demand is more. Clear? The effect on demand is always more than how much you spend. That's why advertisements are very essential. Then advertisement elasticity varies between 0 and infinity. It is measured by using the formula percentage change in demand by percentage change in spending on advertising. Clear? Initially you used to spend 10 crores. Now you spend 15 crores. So what is the denominator here? How much is the denominator? Tell me, da. This is the question. You initially spent 10 crores. Now you spend 15 crores. How much is the denominator that you will substitute here? Guys, 10 crores to 15 crores, right? And how much is this percentage that you'll show here is what I was asking. How much was the percentage change in spending on advertisement? Okay, new number I'll give. 20 crores to 25 crores. What is the denominator? Fast. How much is the percentage change in spending on advertising? How much is the percentage change in spending on advertising? Fast for the second thing. This thing. What's the answer? What is the denominator if this is the case? Five by 20. Sorry? How much?
25.
25%? Does anyone have a different answer?
No, sir, 25.
How did you get 25?
5 divided by 20 into 100.
5 divided by
20.
20 into 100.
is equal to? Understand? Don't ever forget that the 5 crores or 15 crores is the answer here. You have to do one more step to find out how much is the percentage change. Always remember, if he directly gives you percentage change, then that's cool. Like the income elasticity, he directly gave the percentage changes. No? If you directly give the percentage changes, then it's cool. But if it does not give the percentage changes, then you will have to find out the percentage using the old quantity minus new quantity by the old quantity, or the old price minus new price by the old price into 100, and so and so and so and so. Clear, guys? Clear?
It's all.